Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So like I said in yesterday's Yona video, I was planning to get out Kaiju and Spy Family videos then as well. Unfortunately, dinner prep yesterday ran a little bit long, so the videos are coming out hopefully today. Depending on how long it takes to render, it might be out tomorrow evening instead. We're getting around to the Spy Family and other chapters today, which is probably good timing because the One Piece and other Shonen Jump chapters were a little bit late and they're released today instead of the usual Sunday. That shouldn't be too bad or too big of a deal. So with that said, let's get straight into it with Kaiju number 8, chapter 70 by Naoya Matsumoto, with translation by David Evelyn and lettering by Brandon Bovia. I don't know if we're supposed to know who this is. Like, it feels... He looks familiar. I don't know if this is one of Kafka's old, like, cleanup buddies or not, but we see this nervous-looking dude with this frizzy hair, gap tooth, and someone next to him says, "Hey, Toku, you're too tense. Stand like you got some confidence, dear old dad." It's like, "Okay, I get it already." Jeff, look, here she is. "Okay, we'll be waiting in the reception hall." It's like, "What? You're leaving already?" So it looks like there's a wedding that's about to happen. It's like, "You raised your daughter all by yourself in the kaiju cleaning business. This is the start of her new life." Okay, so yeah, it probably is one of Kafka's old comrades in arms at his daughter's wedding, apparently. And you see her looking at him going as he goes, "So get out there and give her a proper send-off." You have Chico, and you see a youch. She stomps on his foot. And you see a little arrow saying former delinquent. "Joe, what's your problem? You're acting more nervous than me. Get your damn act together, will you?" And you see as she grabs his arm, you hear the announcer going, "And now here comes the bride." It's like, "Come on, let's do this thing." And you see Toku still looking super nervous. He's like, "Hey, Dad, thanks for everything." And you see him just confidently walking in. Shit. Alright, I love these panels. I absolutely love the way they're set up. You see like this bright wide open space with like the pews filled with all the wedding guests and like this giant glass window at the back. And in the next panel you see this giant kaiju just pressing its face right up to it. And just like the abrupt cut, like there's like enough white panel space between the two panels you can feel kind of like the abrupt cut shift to the kaiju showing up. Looks almost like a cap because looks like almost has like a little skull dome like a kappa. Extremely amusing. And you see a what as the kaiju just slams its face into the wedding venue. And then you see a crisis communication center. Yeah, "This is the crisis communication center. You've spotted a kaiju in Sumida Ward, you say? I'll request Defense Force mobilization right up." You have a huh? And you see your phone's just ringing off the hook as you see all these little kind of like concentric earthquake warning sign signals popping up. I was right. I called it last chapter. They're doing coordinated, simultaneous attacks. Yeah, there are alerts, calls all over Tokyo. What in the world is happening? And you see under the train tracks being ruptured up, you see these like worm-looking kaiju all popping up in a line from underground. And you have Setagaya Ward, Wakabayashi, and then you have Hachioji Takao Sanguchi. You have these mole-looking kaiju coming out. And another one you have like a worm caterpillar cross in Minami Ward, Shiba Park, Fort Kome. And you have, what do we do about this? We can't respond to all these calls." And you hear back at the wedding, "This way, hurry, please." He's like, "Hey, Daiki, hang in there. We'll get you patched up at a shelter in a jiffy." It's like, "Don't you dare leave Chieko alone." It's like, "Head down these stairs to the basement." And you see another kaiju coming in, ramming its head in, taking a bite out. And you have a Gwa! And Daiki, are you all? And you see the kaiju's kind of menace Chieko, and he's like, "No, stop!" And as she screams out, he goes, "Stop!" And you have a cry as the kaiju's getting next to her. Oh. Ooh. And you see him just biting into his wrist to try to use the blood smell to draw the kaiju over to him. He goes, "Hey, over here! You smell that blood, don't you? If you want someone to eat, I'm your man. And the guy just ignores him and just chomps, bites down on Chico's upper half. And you see him just about to break down, going, no, not her. It's like, over here, eat me. On T-Rex style, the kaiju just like flips its head up and flips her into the air as it's about to chomp down. And you hear, no! Oh, yes. And in the next page, you see a slice as Captain Narumi makes his entrance in his full armor suit and slices up the kaiju and saves the girl. I see one of his other men catching her as it falls out of the kaiju's mouth. Jeff reporting, Sumida Ward emergence site. Now on the scene. I fucking love this guy. He's just got like his half jacket, just casually resting his sword gun on his shoulder. Jeff, Captain Narumi. He goes, now commencing neutralization. Ashiro, I assume you have your area under control, yeah? So that's a stupid question. Just worry about yourself. And you see him slicking back his hair. So he goes, nice. Not bad for someone like you. Let's go then. Japanese Defense Force roll out. And you just see a swarm of Defense Force soldiers all ready to mobilize and handle the kaiju threat as you have a rollout. Oh. Alright, so that felt like such a short chapter because you have such massive double page spreads with all these different kaiju designs. But Matsumoto-san has really been knocking it out of the park with the designs, with making like each of these kaiju look distinct and unique. So I really, really appreciate that. Like I said at the beginning, I called it in the last chapter review. They are going to do simultaneous attacks. So it'll be interesting to see the showcase of like, you know, what the Defense Force has been doing, like what kind of training they've been going through, how they've been preparing for this threat, and how well they'll be able to handle it. I'm also waiting to see Kokora showing up in her mother's armor, ready to kick some ass. Hopefully we'll see Kafka showing off, you know, what he's learned from the Defense Force, like martial arts stuff. And I wonder if this is also going to be our introductions. They had the other compatible numbers users as well. So I wonder if this is going to be like our official introduction to them, as we'll see them taking out some of the threats, as well as we get like a glimpse into their potential powers and abilities. But yeah, it looks like next arc is kicking off with a bang. And I am here for it. Looking forward to more. So yeah. So that's how I'll cut it off there. As always, thank you all for joining me. If you like my content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said, expect Kaiju Spy Family and One Piece videos out tonight. Until next time, this is Ash. I will talk to you all later.